First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club, except you really do talk about it in a book, also in a movie, and a couple comic book series. Hello comic book people of the world, it is Wednesday and Fight Club 3 just recently came out from Dark Horse Comics. This is a continuation of the Fight Club series that was written by Chuck Palahniuk. Now there's a couple other comic books that came out too, so I'll talk about those first. First up is Heroes in Crisis issue number 5. So far in this series, several different heroes have been killed off, and we're really nowhere closer to figuring out how that happened. Although kudos, we get to see Booster Gold and Blue Beetle doing their whole broing thing. They're secretly hot for each other, we all know it. We also have Batgirl and Harley Quinn teaming up, where both of them have this idea that Booster is involved with this, where Booster thinks that Harley has something to do with it. We do know that there's some sort of timey-wimey thing going on here, and I think that's just about the only clue given in this issue. Teen Titans Annual issue number 1. I legit only read this issue just so that I could see Damian Wayne get his ass kicked in by Jason Todd, and it did not disappoint whatsoever. Damian thinks that Jason Todd was involved with some sort of sabotage with the Titans, but Jason had nothing to do with it. Regardless of that, Damian just jumped to action first, thinking that he was in the right, and he got his ass kicked. Very awesome issue to read. Age of X-Man Alpha, issue number 1. This is the first issue in this story of the Age of X-Man, where it seems as though the X-Men have all gotten their dreams come true, and mutants have been completely accepted. But we all know that nothing can be absolutely perfect. In this alternate reality, love is outlawed. In fact, there's an entire unit of mutants that are enforcers for this law. It looks as though Apocalypse is a hippie, Nightcrawler's a movie star, and a whole bunch of other stuff is going on. This is only a temporary story, where we know that Cyclops and probably Wolverine are going to try to get the X-Men back into their own reality. But it could still be a fun read nonetheless, just to see what happens in this alternate universe. Batman Beyond issue number 28. The Joker Beyond versus Batman and Robin. Terry McGinnis' little brother, Matt, has taken up the mantle of Robin. And the real Joker is returned and doing his whole Joker thing again. So, you know, this is not going to end too well for both Matt and Terry. It's a pretty darn epic battle, and poor Matt really does get the brunt of everything. And being that he's just recently taken up the mantle of Robin, I really don't want him to be wiped out, at least not yet. The Flash Annual issue number 2. Impulse is finally making his presence known in the DC universe, although he already made his presence known previously a couple weeks ago in the Young Justice comic book. This is supposed to take place before that, where he's trying to find out what happened to Wally and what happened to Barry. And if you've been reading the Heroes in Crisis storyline, you know that Wally is supposed to be dead. He really doesn't make too much of a presence known with the Flash family, but we do at least get to see him interact slightly with Godspeed, and we kind of get a lead up with him going into the Young Justice comic book. If anything, it was completely and totally worth it just for him to be a part of it. Finally, we got Fight Club 3 issue number 1. First, I'm going to say I have absolutely no idea what the hell's going on in this first issue. Tyler Durden is still alive and kicking within the narrator, who now goes by the name of Balthazar, and his wife Marla, who's now known as Snowflake, and their son is staying in a cheap motel. And Tyler is taking over the narrator and cheating on her with another woman. And we also get to see some paintings that for some reason really fascinate people, but it's not really the painting, it seems like it's really just the frame itself. It's a really confusing first issue, and I know the writer Chuck Palahniuk really has no intention whatsoever to really define what this story is going to be about, at least not yet. I mean, it does have my interest. I'm a huge Fight Club fan, so I will continue on to read it to find out where this is going to lead to. But that is my comic load for this week. What did you guys read? Leave comments down below and let me know. With that, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site when you get a chance. Check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, and namaste. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I'm in love with a hero.
There's a panel in this first issue of Fight Club that shows the narrator, Tyler Durden, and the girl they slept with all together. And you know that there's a lot of homoerotic undertones put in there, specifically in the movie, that a lot of people like to deny, but it's mostly just guys who want to say that, hey, there's nothing gay about this. But you know what? There really is.